Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend, so we'll see you all tomorrow. Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I'm sure it's one that will please the fans. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Albon, Pierre Gasly and Antonelli, Sainz, Colapinto, Pierce and Max Verstappen, Piastri, Mayer, Yuki Tsunoda and Bortoletto, Stroll, Behrman, Zach O'Sullivan and Paul Aron, Doohan, Maloney, Hadjar and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday, but in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. As all the cars take their positions on the grid, the final preparations have been made and all that's left is for the drivers to deliver on track.
That place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake. now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, as things stand, we'll be 14th in the championship. Gasly's ahead of you. Time last lap, 1 minute 33.8. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Okay, so you're gaining by around 6/10 a lap. Ahead, and the time last lap 1:33.5. Okay, gap to the car in front 1.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. Gap to your teammate behind 14.3 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 14.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 14th place. Time last lap, 1 minute 35.7. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
Okay, this is Mark. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Okay, gap ahead, 1.6 seconds. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Yes! Come on!
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and of course the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time. Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
ready to leave. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Formula One has arrived in the Sunshine State for spectacular sunsets, gentle breezes, warm waters, and for what will be a fantastic race day here at the Miami International Autodrome. With great opportunities for wheel-to-wheel battles featuring 19 corners, 3.36 miles long, and expected average speeds of 138 miles an hour, the Miami International Autodrome will be sure to create lots of chances to overtake. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Meyer, Russell, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Norris, Pierce, Gasly and Alex Albon, Tsunoda, Antonelli, Nico Hülkenberg and Colapinto, Stroll, Bortoletto, Zane Maloney and Jack Doohan, O'Sullivan, Behrman, Aaron and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday, but in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres. So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful. Systems all looking good. Head down. Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta. With the safety car out, this is a good opportunity to pit. We'll be a bit longer than planned on the next tyres, but we can make it work. Just remember, we'll probably lose track position. And some information on Leclerc. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Copy, can do.
Got that, confirmed. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. Okay, Yuki is coming in for his stop now. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Pierce is ahead of you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Yuki is in the pits. Yuki in the pit lane now. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Green flag, gap to your teammate behind, 12.2 seconds. side pods have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine temperatures. Cooling may be adversely affected. Tyre condition still looking good. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Side pods have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine temperatures. Cooling may be adversely affected. Piastri has just set the fastest lap of the race. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 14.0 seconds. McLaren driver ahead, and the time last lap, 1:35.0. Piastri's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front, 3.7 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards, their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, you're dropping back by around 1.4 seconds. You're in second place, Piastri ahead. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 6.9 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Choose your overtake button. Let's go. Lost some time to the car behind. rotate button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Gap to your teammate behind, 25.9 seconds. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. Time last lap, 1 minute 36.0. As things stand, we'll be 8th in the championship. Final lap, push, push. And that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Oscar Piastri, take a bow. What a performance. What a win.
Well, it all came good in the end for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome a day like this and walk away still with a victory.
From lights out to the checkered flag, each and every driver has this moment in the back of their mind. Now it's time for their celebrations. Our podium, it awaits. They give out trophies for the winners. Today, they're Oscars. Your winner today, Oscar Piastri. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.